All right, I start recording in the middle of a weird hand. I just had a pair of aces, bet pre-flop, ugly board, jack 9, 8, 7. I'm like, no, somebody's got this. And sure enough, the guy had two pair. Then right after I'm dealt pair of queens with an ace on board. So if he checks, I'm just going to check. There we go. At least I got something out of that. That could have been much, much worse. I knew with that pair of aces I was beat. I knew something was awry for sure because of the betting patterns. Even though I raised pre-flop and bet after the flop, I wasn't betting inordinately heavy because of it. Maybe he'll let me check to a free 9. Did not get it. Fold. Run away. Fold. Run away. Let's do it again. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I mean, I think in this case, it's good to just, raise it up again. Maybe they're loose enough to call jam. I didn't know if I wanted to play aces three-handed. You can get cracked pretty easy that way. Man, this sucks. I'm gonna check here and see what he does. Okay. The full house didn't hit, and I was worried he had a club. Hold. Run away. Run away. Let's see if I can get the other window set up. Whoop. There we go. Let's see. I don't particularly like the two diamonds, but they're not betting on a flush pre-flop. Kings and twos, ace high. I mean, they keep calling. I'm gonna bet again. I'm not sure what's going on. Hmm. A million draws, and it's a rainbow board. 560 doesn't have much left. I'm hoping I could get another free card. Did not get my free card. Fold. Go away. If 7 calls, I was going to fold. Um, I'm going to let this go because even though there are draws that would allow me to beat them, pretty solidly, I doubt that was going to fall. I don't know where I was at. And if they had another jack, they were really ahead. Mm, yeah, let's bet. Uh, let's call. This did not hit. This doesn't particularly appeal to me now. Wow. Did not expect to take that. So I timed out. The queen fell. Uh, part of me is wondering they're probably more likely on they hit a queen or they have a flush draw. I think it'd be easier to just let this go. Wait till a better situation came out. And here I timed out as well. Mm, it's another one of those situations. I'm gonna fold. There's somebody after me. Yeah, this just did not hit at all. Not even from the hearts. Again, it's reasonable risk. I've got a big chip stack. It's like I can afford to gamble a bit, but do I think I'm going to be ahead in the end? Man, I'm hitting all around the flop, but 100 chips is pretty good to try to draw and bust you. Uh, let's see again. I still think this is worth it. So any ace, any 10. I'm assuming he just has an ace. Again, I think this is just a better situation to just let this go. I don't assume I'm ahead. And cards, it was hitting all around my hand, but was not hitting. It's really frustrating when you're just not getting hands. And I remember many, many tournaments where I was short stacked, made it to the final table, bubbled somewhere in there because I played so tight for so long, I just got, whittled away at. I was much more secure that my bets might be ahead when somebody actually called me, but it was causing me to lose. I have a much more pleasant winning streak at this stage. I'm winning much more consistently because I'm playing a bit more loose, taking risks in certain positions. If you can win when you have good hands, And when you have bad hands, oh, now you're winning more often. Oh boy. I'm gonna fold this. This other table is more interesting. This 2 times the big blind thing. And the whole pot. The 9 isn't too bad. I've got top pair. There's still a flush draw. I could hit an 8 for a straight. And the other table, they actually let my ace 5 go. Kind of happy with that. He could have a 5. If he checks, I'll check it down. I don't feel any desire to put more chips into this. If he bets 300 or more, I might just let it go. Again, it's questionable whether I'm actually ahead. I did limp in, even from the button. And again, check. Yeah. Actually, let it go to me that ace 3 offsuit over here from a bet. This 2 times the big blind with a pair of 3s. If they let it go, I'm going to call this. Don't have anything. Hmm. It's very likely that one of them has an ace. I think it's better to flat here and see what the next card is. If it's another diamond, I'm going to be really hesitant to keep going. Um, they may already have the flush, but I could still draw a 7 or an ace to get a full house. I'll call that. Yep. There we go. I tried to get it before I belched, but I don't think I did. I think I taunted you guys with that. Hmm. Um, 450 would be 3 times the big blind. I think this is worth a call. Not super excited. Um, I would rather preserve my chip stack. I could get lucky, but I suspect they, had something to bet with initially. And as short as they are, they even bet a little bit more than 3 times the big blind. The 10 I think you saw was the turn, but even that they could add a pair of jacks. The risk assessment um, is part of the game for me. Trying to figure out, when I think I'm ahead and when it's appropriate to bet. King six suited, not inordinately strong. If I bet here and he doesn't have an ace, does he want to call? And see, he's been on my left this whole time, so he's a little nervous about me stealing pots or whatever. But if he doesn't have an ace, does he want to call that? Does he want to risk that he finally? Oh my God, he flopped it. Oh, he's got three aces. I'm not gonna beat this. I like drama and TV. I watch a lot of streaming services, Netflix, Disney Plus, all that stuff. And I started watching Dope Sick on Hulu, and I have to stop and take a shower and take breaks. It is amazingly good storytelling, but it makes me feel gross. I have a lot of dealings in pain management myself. Could have very easily become a junkie, um, trying to deal with pain management. So watching Michael Keaton, you know, go through the stuff he goes through in the series, I don't want to spoil it for you, is just heartrending. Dope sick. Mm, I think I'm willing to put this in. They're likely ahead, but we'll see. They could have also had like King Jack or anything that just didn't hit. So, and apparently that is what happened because they let it go. The temptation is to think that the big stack is just being a bully all the time, but sometimes you're big stack and you got a pair of queens. Damn. This looked appealing, but after that, I mean, it's half my stack on Ace 10. I think it's a bad idea. They're trying to protect whatever they've got. I suspect they've got jacks or higher. No, AK. Okay. And he pretty much saved me from a more difficult after the flop uh, conversation and questioning debate. They let my nines go over here. I was waiting to see if number 10 is going to call here. Hmm. 1400 on, King 10 offsuit. I hate giving them this kind of fold equity, but I don't want to call for 1400 more just on King 10. It mitigates my being in position after the flop. I won't feel the same about ace queen. And this we're going to call. No diamond. There we go. Now we're talking. And see, that other hand where I folded, we can have debates about whether that's the right move, whether my stack size is large enough that I should be playing things like that. I don't think it was unreasonable for me to bet the way I did. It just, once a guy jams like that, what do you do? Gonna bet on this. I don't have anything to hit here. I'm just gonna check. Here again, I'm gonna bet half the pot and see what he does. Here is kind of interesting. So I half the pot. I'm gonna call one. I want to see this. Okay. I do have technically a flush draw. Damn it, because he's basically putting me all in to be able to draw another card. I bet, and he called at the before the flop. I'm just gonna let it go. Again, just situational stuff. I'm not exactly sure what to do there. I feel like, you got to have cards to call with unless you're just bluffing having something. I'm at about fifth, maybe sixth place on this 27 player. That King 10, it sucks, but it just takes a hand or two for me to bounce back to a much better spot. This over here is about to get dirty. because I'm not folding this. I'm not limping just yet. I'd prefer to get heads up with a fairly large stack lead before I start playing, I guess, more loose. It's like I, could start being aggressive with 9 too, but I just don't see much benefit. Now, this is super nice. I'll bet 100 on that and see if they got a flush. I don't want to get into a heavy altercation here, but I'll bet. Over here, I'm pretty sure I'm ahead. I'm going to bet here. Not sure what's going on. I'll just bet another 200 here. Pretty sure I'm ahead. I'm going to bet again. And from this bet, I just don't think it holds up. I'm going to let it go. The only other thing that I think could save me would be another 2 at the river. And I just don't feel like I had it in that spot. Hmm, could be a jack. It's not. Bet like he had it. I mean, even if he just had a weak ace, he had ace 2, he's ahead. I just haven't paired the board. And from something like this, the other guy is getting closer to being gone. He did not agree with my bet there. I'm going to check here and see what happens. Could hit a 2 at the river. Again, half the pot. Again, I just feel like they've got flush draws on board. There's an ace on board. They could have king jack. I think it's better to just let it go and choose a better spot. And the 2 did fall at the river, by the way. That would have been nice. That improved. Over here, this is just not worth defending. Over here, this is definitely worth a bet. I don't like the button call there. Here, I think I'm good. I'm gonna bet. He could have queens or higher. All right. I mean, they're calling and calling. Do they have it? Wow. Do they get a diamond? No, they do not. I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm totally confused. I think I'll call this. And the 3s just did not hit. With a king and a queen on board, not super excited. I'll let that go. Their post-flop bets are scary to me because of their, half the pot sort of thing. 3s, even if I'd hit a queen, I might have called that. I just don't think I have enough. I've got to put some aggression on them pretty quickly. Their after the flop betting and stuff is a little bit better than mine. And your hope here always is to either get them to fold or catch a 4 at the flop. This other hand from 27, I had no idea what the hell was going on at that moment. I think that's worth a bet. At first look, it looks like I'm really ahead, and I am, but he's only got to double up once. Number 7 there, he's only got to cap me on one good hand, and we're in a very different situation in the tournament. Look at this shit. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. I think a bet. He doesn't seem to be calling a lot, so I can start raising with a wider range. If he put on some major aggression, I would let it go. Do you notice that as I've been betting, he's not been calling at all? I mean, the notion is if I bet and he continues to fold, if he calls this, then okay, I get the judge. If he folds, then there's no judgment to make. I mean, he just let it go. Do I love ace 10 offsuit in first position? No, I do not. Do I love having AK heads up? Yes. Oh, nice. I'm going to triple your bet. Let's see. You going to do it? And over here, they let it go to me. Sweet. Again, 27 really bumped me up over here. I just think that's, you know, really, really solid. I did not know that I was ahead on that hand. And I had 2-4, and they let it go to me because I'm big stack. It gets pretty challenging here. I'm going to limp. I want to see what happens here. If they bet, I'm just going to fold. I'm going to cut my losses. I don't think, well, god damn it. Okay, so change my mind. Now, is my 6 ahead? I'll call. No, they got jacks. Give me a 2. Nope. Okay. Because they only doubled it, it wasn't much for me to continue to see another card. Over here, with this bet in place, I don't think that's a good idea. Over here, we got to whittle this guy down again. I'm going to call here with Jack 7. I don't like it with the ace. If he bets this, I'm just going to let it go. If he hadn't bet 2 times the big blind, I would have let it go. But that's what I was saying about it's easy for him to come back. You know, it looks like he's only got 2K chips, but he's only got to double up a handful of times. And unfortunately, him having more sticks may embolden him. Do you see? I bet he folds. A standard bet, he folds. If I try to limp 2 times the big blind, it's like this weird play. It's like if I've really got something, I'd put it in. I think this is a bunch of shit. I'm just gonna go all in. If he's got it, he's got it. No jack, no king. Ah, see what I told you? Now, I'll take that bet again and again. I'm completely ahead pre-flop. I think this is plenty strong against him. Just gonna jam. I think even offsuit with my stack size, I'm gonna bet this and see what happens. It's one of those things about, are you ahead? Are you not ahead? Nice. Over here, there's not much left. It's only 5-16 to call. Got a 10, no ace. Nice. I'll limp here if he'll let me. Let's see what he does. He does that 2 times the big blind shit. Open-ended straight draw. This is pretty nice. I'm just going to bet half. Over here, I'm just going to check. I'm going to bet this. They're tired of me being a bully. This just didn't hit. Could have an ace on the river, a lot of different holdings, even just a 10 would be ahead. I don't love it, but I'm gonna call. My guess is AK. Need a queen, and did not get it. This is plenty enough just to jam. Jack 10, I'm gonna bet this. Got a gut shot. Got 2 pair. Could hit a 5, could hit a 6 or a 4. A lot of different options there. Losing my queens here sucked, but again, I had such a big stack there. I just didn't hit. I'm gonna check this. I'm gonna jam here. They could call with a wide range and beat me. And they let it go. Again, the hearts, just I don't have anything. Check again. And I wonder what they called with, if they just checked this down. I'm gonna fold. Don't give a fuck what they got at this point. I'm gonna bet here. Two times the big blind. I just noticed that. I thought he had limped in. He didn't. I'm gonna jam this. I'm just gonna flat here. I like my odds on this, depending on what they do. You know, I'm just gonna put it in. God damn it. Nothing's hitting. I mean, what do I do? I was doing real well. I had like 6K. I don't think those are unreasonable bets, but what do you do? Don't think they're unreasonable in any way, shape, or form, but just whittled away. Where am I at right now on that table? Yeah, I dropped down. I'm probably in like 9th place out of 13. Just sucks. Here, I'm gonna fold. I don't like that. And it sucks to go down that low, but if I double up, I'm at 32, so much, much different spot. They were letting raises go earlier. Let's see if that trend continues. Having the big blind be a 7K stack is problematic. I just checked this, got absolutely nothing on a trash board. Gonna check again. There was a jam. Let's see here. Don't love it, but they keep folding when I'm on the button, which is much more lucrative. Did not hit anything. There's nothing that I have that's going back into this. Fold. Nine. See what I told you? It's like, it's all great because you're ahead. And heads up, I'm not letting it go. Doesn't matter, just put it all in. It sucks to take second place on that. Again, it's one of those things. It's hard to beat a guy who's not afraid to die. The variance seems to be much higher. The heads up play is very volatile. I'll take my 270, but it's not what I wanted. Yeah, I'm in 9th place out of 10. Around 6K, I was in like 3rd to 1st place. Limped with ace queen. And we're getting much closer to push fold territory. I've only got 3 to 4 blinds left. I'm They're not going to want to lose a quarter of their stack. Want to see if I can grab some blinds. I'm happy to make the money and just get my blinds back, but we all know it's not what I want. I don't think the label is up. I think it's just paused because we're waiting for the other table to finish. They're trying to see if we get to 9-handed in the final table. Yeah, there we go. We're just about to get back to it. I'm in major push fold territory here. It sucks to have get whittled down. I almost want to go back and look at this tournament again to see like if I went wrong anywhere. And the blinds have gone up, so I only have 3 blinds left. Jack 2 suited. Ooh. I was thinking about it for a second, but and technically I have made the money. If I get to place 8, I make 270, so I'll actually get like 50 cents if I make it to that point. If I go out right now, I'll lose a little bit. 40 cents. $1.80 to 2.20. But even double up, 2,600, it takes a dent. 2,600 guys will be a little more afraid to call. This is it. I don't have anything left. I don't like this, but one more blind cycle and I've got nothing left. I've got to double up. Don't let him flush. Yes. Now how's that? Look at what he called with. I can't believe he called with that. Even his suited connectors weaker than mine. I just wow. And I would like to thank Lex Veldhuis for that hand because I would not have been able to play that had I not been watching his tutorials, had I not been watching him play fours. Man, after I just took a pot, good, fold it to me. That way I don't have to make a rough decision. Mm, I think this is good enough for a jam. They've called pretty loose. Could easily lose here and go out. But suited ace. At the other table, somebody's got 505 chips, so somebody's going out really fast. I'm currently in looks like sixth place. Still can't believe I doubled up with that hand. Just that's what I mean, man. Aggression in the right spot. So at least eighth place. So I made 50 cents at least. We'll see if we can bring it up from here. think we most likely can. Still can't believe that the hand that has been the most pivotal was that 6-7 suited, I think is what it was. What a piece of trash. Ugh. Interesting. Seventh place is 324. Makes that decision easier. Hmm. If it folds around me, I'll jam with it. I'm trying to figure out if somebody bets, do I want to call with this? And I think from seventh place, let me check the numbers. You're not going to limp with it. That made that decision easier. If you crack me, you crack me. he's got a pair of fours and calls and beats me, I'm going to be pissed. I wonder sometimes about hand value and okay, he limped. Should I have just standard bet or bet a smaller amount to try to get him involved? And then I think ace queen is great. The problem is I'm worried about running into ace king or frankly any pair. They're pretty loose at these tables sometimes. Fifth place is 486. Fifth place is where the real money starts to me, where you at least double your buy-in. And I could make a whole lot of commentary. I'm willing to lose a hand, and are they going to call? They could, but that's nice. Do I like it? I'm a little nervous calling from early or betting from early position with a pair of sixes, but taking the blinds at this point is really lucrative. If you can steal blinds now, you're making great, great advantages to your chip stack. I don't think this is worth a call. No clue. Uh-oh. No, this is it. I don't care what they've got. They could have any pair. Dude, okay, cool. I'm glad. That's a nice pot for me, but it doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. You bet what, a quarter of your stack and fold to a jam? The difference is when he folds, you don't even have to see if he's only got a pair of tens and I was way behind. The 8K is nice, but it has to connect, and sometimes it doesn't. Good luck all in. Six-handed, again, one more is where the good money starts. 46. Blind stealing, very lucrative. And 27 has been on my left, a bit of a pain in the ass for the bulk of this tournament, if not the whole thing. Hmm. He would jam. Do I want to call with a pair of eights? And I don't have to think about it now, but maybe. It's too much. And 27 still to go. It's been pretty loose. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been nice. Now we're in fifth place, or I say fifth place. We made it to fifth place, so the profit margin is pretty good here. I'm gonna bet here, and then if three engages, if 27 gets involved, I'm a little more nervous. But number three doesn't have a lot left. They could jam with a wide range. Yeah, that eight's like, man, that's my edge. I don't feel that loose yet. Multiplayer all ins. I see. Part of me wants to get involved, and it's like I don't want to call a shove from three or five with that. Oh, I thought he was gone. Uh, everybody limps. Why not? Bet back at him. All right. I'll bet again. Don't want to make the pot inordinately huge. He may have hit a flush. He did not. See, I was hoping he just let me see it. And four-handed, let me check the math. Four-handed's 594. So 594 right now, if I went out, it goes up here to 1215 if you take first place. So we'll see how it goes. 27 is loose and aggressive enough. He may wind up taking out 5 or 18. We'll see. Not good enough. Sorry, Doyle. 10-2. It's always funny to me that Doyle, I know why he got that hand named after him because he won the World Series of Poker with it, I think. Uh, but 10-2 is hard to play. It's got to hit just right. $27 is super averse to having people limp on him. Like that pair of nines, I wouldn't say he played it aggressively, but he did bet on it. It makes sense in retrospect, but I'm a little more cautious because I've sat next to them for so long, having them get overly involved in hands like this. Now, what does this mean? Ace 2. I remind myself that if I go out right now, no improvement. It's 594. We want more than that, but if the guy's willing to put you all in with ace 2, got to work on my ranges for raising, being limped on and raising, raise and re-raise. No clue. No ace. Nice. Felt nice. That guy was a raging asshole most of the tournament. And there's a reason I jammed it with him to my left. I didn't want to go out, but you know, Jax is good enough with his range. So 756 and it goes up to 1215. Solidly in the money. Ace 6 suited. Was that anybody had? And he did have an ace. You know, he could play loose like that and win for sure, but this tournament has been interesting. I'll be interested to see how it finalizes because I've been up and down on this one. A little more volatile. I think a little more risk taking, especially compared to prior play months ago. Much more loose, much wider range and late position. This guy about to sit out? Hmm. 3 times the big blind, and it's basically half my stack. I'd rather wait for a better spot. I hate giving him that fold equity, but I don't. I mean, King 4 is plenty great if they're just going to call. If they're going to jam all in, that's a little more challenging. Oh, come on. Give me a fucking ace. Oh, thank God. It's like, dude, Queen Jack? Jesus Christ. Yes, please. Please. Yes. Took it. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was nice to take a first.